Building a digital fitness brand is tough. It takes not only a lot of time creating content, but you also have to back up your perceived knowledge. You have to constantly be out there on social media platforms trying to pull people into your community, because the fact is, if you only have 12, 20, 30 people following you on YouTube, you're not going to be perceived as an expert in what you do. So needless to say, it can get very frustrating trying to launch and grow a brand unless you have a lot of patience. Purchasing followers has become an increasingly popular way of trying to fast track your brand to success, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. But aside from the perception of seeing yourself with a large community in numbers only, because they're not real people, is it actually possible to fast track your way to success using this digital hack? I've always said I'd be as open and transparent as possible on this channel. And the fact of the matter is, yes, fake followers and fake views can work. I've seen it work for people. I have seen people obtain expert status in what they do based on a large following, that majority of which was fake. I've also seen these same people get fairly large brand deals by creating this community of large people that was majority made up of fake followers. So if you really want to hear the pros and cons of having fake followers and fake views, I suggest you stick around, because that's what we're talking about today, and it starts right now. So I figured the best way to discuss a sort of taboo subject like this was to essentially discuss the pros and cons, because there are pros and cons to it. Once we get through that, I'm going to give you my own opinion on it, and if you feel that this is something that you'd like to do, I'm also going to tell you how to do it properly so that it doesn't blow up in your face. So in order to finish this video on a positive note, we're going to start with the cons of having fake followers. Number one con is cost. Nothing is free in this world, including building a digital presence on social media, whether that being falsified or otherwise. So if you were looking to boost your following on YouTube or any social media platform, expect to pay on average $20 to $30 US per 1,000 subscribers, and probably $2 to $3 per 1,000 clicks on your videos. The number two con when it comes to purchasing fake subscribers and fake views actually goes hand in hand with number one, and I call it the trap. Don't think for one second that social media platforms turn a blind eye to fake subscribers and fake views. They don't. YouTube, for example, does not like people who hack their system, and they've been known to not only suspend accounts for this activity, but also ban them permanently. So that's always going to be a risk. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. What does happen quite often, however, is fake subscribers and fake views tend to be caught by the algorithm at times, and they'll wipe them out, and you'll lose views and you'll lose subscribers almost on a daily basis. You can use apps like Social Blade to look this up, and you can see people who have fake subscribers and fake views, they tend to lose every day. You'll see people dropping off until one day there's a big boost again. What that is them basically replenishing their stock to get themselves back up to the numbers that they want. So if you're not growing organically while doing this, expect that you're going to be on a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly basis, continually buying more and more subscribers to keep yourself at the level you want to be at. And that brings us to the number three con when it comes to fake subscribers, and that's the loss of analytics. When you start adding fake subscribers and fake views on your channel, what you're doing is you're going to make your analytics very blurry. The analytics are the lifeline of your channel. When it comes to growth, analytics are going to tell you what's working and what's not, which therefore tell you what to do next. This is how you organically grow. You use your analytics, you listen to them, they tell you what's happening. But with consistently dumping fake views and fake subscribers, it's really going to throw off those metrics, and they're going to be essentially useless to you. The other problem here is that fake views on YouTube are only going to be a couple seconds long. They're going to be very quick views just to get that number up one digit. So while perceptionally it looks like a lot of views, when those views are just a couple seconds long, that's going to make your average watch time very low. And what that tells the algorithm is that your video cannot be much good, and in turn, it's not going to recommend your video or have your video come up too high in search results. So then once again, we're losing the organic real viewer who could be a potential real customer at the expense of the fake followers and the fake views. So that's something that's very important that you have to keep in mind. So those three in particular are the real cons that pop into my head when it comes to a digital fitness brand. There are plenty more. I'm not going to get into them all today, but those are the big three for me, and those are the ones I wanted to share with you. So in basically being true to both sides, now we're going to talk about the pros of having fake followers and fake views. Pro number one is a boost in numbers. If you buy fake engagement on your channel, you're gonna get fake engagement on your channel. And whether it's real or not really doesn't matter, because for the organic viewer who may discover your channel, they're going to see a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, which may in turn trigger them to impulsively subscribe to your channel and see what's so great about your channel. Pro number 2 is perception. If your business on social media is getting third-party brand deals or sponsorship, then perhaps a case could be made that the loss of analytics, or even the cost for that matter, is minor in comparison to the big payoffs you might be getting on the other side. As mentioned earlier, I have witnessed athletes and influencers get very large brand deals on all social media platforms, including right here on YouTube, in the area of 20,000 upwards of 50,000 US dollars a year, based solely on their social media numbers, which majority was a fake following. It's hard to believe that in this day and age that there's still corporations out there who don't actually do due diligence when it comes to signing a new influencer or ambassador of any kind. But it does happen. People will go based on just what they see in the front lines, which is high numbers of likes and views. And I see a lot of people that are making a lot of money doing it. Those are just the facts. So now that we've listed the pros and cons, the fact remains, is it worth doing it? Should you buy fake followers and fake views on YouTube in order to jumpstart your brand? And my answer is sure, if you want to. But before you jump in and start doing that, let me give you a checklist of things that you're gonna need to take care of if you want to come even remotely close to having this succeed. Number 1 is your content had still better be very high quality. If you're shooting shaky videos in standard definition with no audio and no real purpose to the content, you can buy 1 million fake subscribers if you want. That doesn't change the fact that your content is still garbage. Now, I'm not saying it has to be professionally produced by any means, but nobody, whether it be somebody watching you or a corporation who's gonna pay you, is gonna buy that you're influencing anyone if the content you're producing is mindless drivel. Number 2, for brand sponsorships, you would better make sure that you're in the right niche. Just because you've purchased 100,000 fake followers and 1 million fake views does not mean a company is just gonna turn around and throw money at you. When I referred to some of the brand deals that I witnessed earlier, despite the fact that these people padded their social media with some fake followers, rest assured they were still very savvy in how they ran their brands. They looked incredible on camera. Many of them were very charismatic on camera, and their content was extremely high quality content. So while they may have taken the easy road in terms of purchasing followers, they still put a lot of time and money into building a very polished and professional looking brand that matched their perceived following, which is why they managed to negotiate the deals that they did. Because it wasn't out of the question that their following could have been 100% real. So if you are gonna go in this direction and try and optimize your numbers in hopes of going after brand sponsorships, you'd best make sure that you yourself actually fit the mold of the brands you're going after. Every brand has a certain look and feel that they try and portray to their audience. A lot of time and a lot of money goes into making those plans. Just because you may on paper look like you've got a large influence over a large body of people, they're not going to abandon their marketing plans to work with you, and they're also not going to crowbar you into their marketing plans if you are not a fit for the audience that they're trying to present to. So take an honest look at yourself, take a look at your content offering, and make sure that your presentation is targeting an audience which you fit in with, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to get brand dollars out of your content creation. So as far as my own feelings go about this, despite having seen people make pretty good money polishing their brand with some fake followers and fake views, I have zero intention of going this route with my own brands. While part of this can be contributed to the fact that ethically I think it would bother me, the fact is that's not the main reason. The main reason is I'm not in this to hotshot my brand. Purchasing fake views and subs, they come with an element of risk. You might get caught. You might get suspended from the platform you're on. You may get banned from the platform you're on. The odds of that happening are probably slim, but it's still possible. The best case scenario here is that you wind up getting discovered by a company, they don't do their full due diligence, and you get a nice brand deal from them. The reality in the long term is that that brand deal is not going to last past the first year, because corporations get taken to task when it comes to their budgets every year. And especially with the larger brand deals, they need to show that putting out that money towards you or any person is actually has some kind of residual value coming back to them, whether that be sales, whether that be social media engagement. If you're not providing any of that, which you can't if the majority of your following is not real, they're gonna pull the rug out from under you inside 1 year. So whereas going out and getting that, hustling for those brand deals, you're gonna have to continue doing that every single year, and eventually that well will run dry when you're not producing for these people. So while hacking one's way to a quick payday sounds awesome, my goal with YouTube has always been to build a sustainable channel that I can live off of. In order to do this, I need real followers who not only watch my content, but they also buy my products and services and really are a part of my community. It's a much longer road, but if in the end I've got a consistent stream of income, I'm able to spend more time with family and friends, travel, work from anywhere. I'm good with that, and at the same time, I get to keep my integrity intact. So what are your thoughts on fake followers and fake views? Let me know in the comments below. So that's it for this week. If you guys like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know that you're here. Take care, guys, and I will talk to you soon.